ways that I could make this stream looking better, for instance, with my new software. But I just changed the code, so we're just gonna click on that send wave here. Is that right in the right spot? And I just modified some parts because I'm trying to make it faster, make it better. Like I said, there's plenty of things that I don't know yet in coding, and because of that, it lags. So, but why I wanted to stream was in order to do a little bit of a YouTube demo, if UFO YouTube demo. I thought it was gonna look great. So we're gonna reactivate all of these things there that I deactivated. Oh, got some good music here. So we're reactivating this, and then I'm gonna deactivate this, and then we reactivate that, and then we turn that off. So this is good. Now we've got that other part that I gotta reactivate, which is this part right here and right here. And then we got an issue with that here. I don't know what the heck is happening. It's the wrong goddamn thing. What am I doing with this? So I put a little bit of GC collect here. Whatever. It's really not done great. But what else? Ah, shoot. Yeah. What the heck is happening here? Oh no, that's the wrong program. 1 second, people. I'm just gonna deactivate all of those tests that I've been doing, downloading like packages, DLLs, nonstop, and we're gonna check Hanabu in voxel, as if it's gonna decipher history for us, which I think it's a pure load of garbage. It's not gonna do a squat, but I'm gonna check if we can see hate maps, a little bit of hate maps of Hanabu. So ensure handle, that's fine, and we don't want that yet. Okay, I'm just gonna put that right there. Like this, we're gonna replug that like this, and the other changes that I did there. See console here, and I just removed everything. No, I just removed this here. So we're gonna create the console again. We're gonna fetch that stupid thing. Let's see if I need to plug this to console or not. The properties. Maybe I need. Oh, yeah. Maybe I need to. So we're gonna go again. That to console application. Rebuild, and we're gonna go and get on it. I test that in VR, and we're gonna test that non-VR. So 1 second here, just for the purpose of science and knowledge. I don't know why I have it. Well, something is not right here. Sorry, people. It's almost there, okay? It's almost there. We just gotta reactivate maybe So let's go check some UFOs here. See who's been dicking around with bullshit. Haunt Nebu 1939 video. Don't tell me it's not there anymore. Secret video of Hanabu test flight in Nazi Germany. I mean, really? It's not in black and white. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. They're talking about Foo Fighters. I mean, shit. Now, come on, Stack Overflow. Feels like it's a real shit, you know, real thing. Maybe just like the Gremlins, World War II Gremlins. Gremlins feels like sabotage, you know, like right before flights, you had like mechanics that were sabotaging everything, like planes going to hell. Why is it lagging now? Oh, so GC collect every frame. It really doesn't like that. Well, I thought it was gonna really like that. We're gonna plug that to 0 for the purpose of this test, so that the computer will lag. Come on, give me that. Do we have that in 4000p, 4K? No. Do I have my heat maps activated anymore? Oh yeah, so we got barely anything here. So we don't really have. This is like the zoomed in video, all right? Felt like it was better quality than that. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go instead, and we're going to make that bigger. Okay, so the heat map's bigger. Let's check the Hanabu with the minus 100. Okay, and after that, we're gonna remove the collar, and we're gonna reload the video. I'm gonna check a little bit of flying saucers. Okay. I'm gonna cancel that window soon. So I'm really gonna have to fix this also. It's going to go. Oh, okay. So let's see. Do we have a? So this is an image that is like. Oops. On the back. No. Okay. So we got a big hole here, big voxel hole. Doesn't mean anything, of course. And it's very interesting. Looks real, people. Very much real. Oops. Okay. So we're gonna maybe invert all of that to see if it pops out. And it should. It's real. Let me test this, people. I don't know. I'm just fooling around, with the machine learning, though, that would be very interesting. Pros of photoshopping, be able to maybe have more proof of fake or proof of, whatever, using voxel technology, voxel machine learning technology, which I don't really have the machine learning part yet figured out. It's my brain. It's not, sometimes it's not really on par with real machine learning. Happens. Everybody's got their moments. So let's just go there and let's go in voxel screen, and we're gonna go in VS8 right here. Yes, and here we're going to. I'm gonna have to plug some settings here real soon. I'm gonna plug that in another float. Now I'm already using a setting instead of look, because I'm plugging normally. I use a color for the index XYZ for every voxels inside of each chunk. I'm using the color because I was pretty much at the limits of the vertex binding, so I had to improvise, and I decided to, and those are, normally the indexes are integers that I'm using, but I've decided to convert to a float. Anyway, it's, input.color is already a float 4 or a vector 4. But normally I was using the index XYZ, which were integer when building the chunk. And I just decided to add a 0.1, to determine which vertex it is inside of the each voxel. So the front face, I've got 4 vertex, but I've got also 4 vertex on each sides, on the top and also on the bottom. But I wanted the rear vertex, all the rear vertex of the chunk, so that it can be stuck in the rear end, and only the back face and the front vertices move the voxel, if you understand. So now I just plug the plus, uh, instead of a minus, in order to have an inverted height maps, so that instead of being uh, digging a hole, is going to protrude. So just one moment here. So we're going to plug back Hanabu, Hanabanus. Freaking technologies that nobody is. It's like when you look at Star Trek and Star Trek loses its thrusters. Star Trek, it depends on the ship. Enterprise, maybe, loses its thrusters. It separates at some point in a movie. Recent movie. It separates and it crashes. I think it's not the last one. Is it the last one? Yeah. It looks like flying saucer. So something's not working. What is going on? Oh yeah. Maybe I forgot to do a reload here. So I did a plus there. Here. I'm inside of, oh, that's the wrong script. Well, so we're going back to the drawing board here. And we're gonna plug a plus right there, and right there. So let's investigate our flying saucer here with fake investigative skills, UFO skills that I'm making up as we speak. I'm getting experience because I've never done that before on my own software. get experience doing a lot of things in life. Even checking Hanabu videos on YouTube. Check if they're real. So, is it protruding? It's still not protruding. Did I do something wrong? Just go on the other side for 2 seconds. Did I do something wrong? Did I put the reload? Did I reload the thing? Reload the 8 voxels. So it's still like encaved there. Voxel. That looks real, a real hole to me. So just 1 second here. Let's go on. I was gonna reload this way here, and I just invert the whole goddamn thing. Am I in the right script here? So, I'm gonna test this again. So, oh, did I forget to put to remove the minus? Yes, I did forget to remove the minus. No, I didn't forget. Let's put the minus then. Come on. So let's check the UFO again. Something is not working what I'm doing now. So there's a hole. It's probably too blurry. It's too blurry, the image. Just gonna plug back our minuses everywhere. PS8DX. Let me just verify if we've got 8 by 8 by 1. 8 by 8 by 1. Interesting. That does not look fake. Otherwise, if it would be fake, there would be a huge difference between the buildings, I would say, and between the UFO. But both of them are like incredibly similar in the hate map. You know, they're both, everything's encaved to the point where, you know, they would have literally compared the buildings, taken the identical blurriness and plugged it there on the flying saucer. I'd say, you know, definitely cool. Right. So you got a hole there for the building everywhere, and a hole for the flying saucer. Who knows? Yeah, it's a cool technique, hey guys. Manually done. Let's see if we've got the flying saucer that's true or not. Let's check the recent ones. So recent UFO. Let me see. Yes.
All right, so it's just about 6:40. That means it's time to...
Shot by U.S. Navy.
I gotta start my super engine here. Oops. Let's see here.
Navy pilots were said by the government in the States to be authentic. But, you know, we've seen these infrared videos. they're all kind of blurry, though. We haven't seen a detailed, up-close picture of a UFO, but a well-known astrophysicist now says that may be about to change. Harvard astrophysicist Muntz will see our first detailment last year, says in perhaps a few months will be Loeb, who I interviewed, says that may be about to change.
Just voxel displacement colors,
Who
but
I interviewed,
machine
detailed
learning might
image
be able
that
to
will be
use the
irrefutable evidence
voxel
that these
placements
things,
and
whatever they
figure out
are,
things that we
actually
are
exist.
unable to
The
figure
Harvard
out.
prof
You know, so I'm just sticking around people. Okay, just don't take this seriously.
The Harvard
although
prof,
it's really
Erica, is
cool.
building a device he hopes will image them. He's heading up what's called the Galileo Project, which will establish a series of sophisticated telescopes which will scan the skies. There's going to be more than 100 of them eventually, but they're putting the first one at the Harvard University, at the observatory there. The telescope will take 24/7 images of the skies. Artificial intelligence will weed out objects like birds and drones and planes and zone in on any objects that are not man-made. So he's hoping, Erica, that maybe these new telescopes will give us our first detailed picture of a UFO, which you know I will rush to show you and talk about in this segment.
I know you'll keep us posted. I know you'll keep us posted, Richard. Okay.
So we're done with this. So there was something about, oh yeah, I wanted to increase the quality. So we're gonna go inside of the pixel shader. And we're gonna increase that to 480. 480 by 270. Gotta plug those to 4 like this. And I think that we're gonna have the 4K that we want. Oops, gotta increase those here at the top too. 40, 270. So it's manually done right now. So it's lame. So let's see now. More resolution. So more voxels per pixels. 4K. So it's literally 4K. So UFO sighting army. It's recent, super recent. This one. Tic Tac. Oh, it was right there. So, whoa. So
there's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
Sorry, I didn't need.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Could be increasing speed. It's really slow. Real voxel UFOs. But we've got 2 gigs of voxel spawning here. Okay. Whoop. Maybe it's a little bit too fast.
Gosh. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
much lag. So, wow. And so now we're gonna go ultra lag with
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA.
so we're gonna try.
My God.
These 3 videos, released by the Department of Defense, have changed the way many people see what we can't explain.
Never seen before.
The moment you mention UFO,
Never seen
immediately
before.
what comes to mind
UFO
are
investigation,
little green men,
virtual
tinfoil
reality.
hats.
Same thing.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Oh, it's because of the faces. Oops. So yeah, that's one thing. When we're in VR, it draws twice, but also I can't use all the faces, not on my video card. You know, so unfortunately, only real UFO investigators would have the cash to have more powerful video card in order to use my software and investigate UFOs. So we're gonna go and remove the faces. Okay. Let's go investigate. Okay, just a little bit of investigation here. Just a little bit, you know, we're just at the tip of the iceberg there, because they're not letting us underneath the iceberg to look exactly what's happening there. They're just leaving us with tiny little things like that. There's just one video that pops up every 10 years. Oops, I need my controllers. Okay, so now we are in VR, and it's only the front face, the back face that I'm drawing. So normally, the machine learning software might only really need the back face to work on, maybe. And yeah, so. Reason that I say that theorizing right now, because I wouldn't know exactly. Well, it would work with comparison. Normally that's how the AI is working. It doesn't learn. Maybe there are some people that own an AI that is really smart on the planet, to the point of saying that it doesn't even need to show it anything. It's going to learn on its own. But normally it works with comparison. Compare something, an apple, a photo of an apple, and it sees an apple, and it's going to say it's an apple, to a certain percentage, because if it's a red apple there and it's got color vision, and you show it a green apple, and I go, oh, it's the same form, but different color. How do I classify it? Well, if it's got already a sort, like a dictionary of, how to sort things, then it's going to do that ultra fast. It's going to sort it out ultra fast. So how would you do that with a flying saucer when you have absolutely zero uh, I would say, well, you have footage, but you have video games. You have video games, and that's, a current, maybe future problem where video games are becoming so powerful and so realistic. It's like whatever is coming up in the Unreal Engine, Unity 3D, CryEngine, Game Maker, and I could name them all. Zenko Engine, maybe, etc. So, and it's becoming so realistic that at some point, they might show tons of bullshit on YouTube, saying, oh, real UFO, real monster, and everybody's going to go crazy and it's not even going to be real, so whatever. At some point, people are going to have to stick to the old things, the old footage, the old archives, and compare maybe from there, give that to the AI for whatever they are worth, those old footages before NASA. NASA photoshops everything. Photoshopping the moon, photoshopping the planets, removing the proofs. So, I'm just having fun, I'm just having a lot of fun. Because there are things, maybe it's so scary that you really need to Photoshop it, right? It's so scary for us, we can't take it, it's just too much. We would die seeing that.
Whoa, let's get close.
On a pitch black night off the coast of California, newly leaked video allegedly shows one of the U.S. Navy's stealth ships tracking an unknown object in the sky. And after a few minutes,
Splashed. Mark bearing and range.
the 2019 footage obtained by filmmaker Jeremy Corbell, who last month released another video of an upside-down pyramid UFO hovering above a Navy destroyer.
This is part of a much larger series of events that we're going to be learning about.
The Pentagon confirming the video was taken by Navy personnel. The images now being reviewed by a government task force set to brief Congress next month on what they call unidentified aerial phenomena. This weekend, 60 Minutes speaking to fighter pilots who reported seeing unidentified flying objects.
Every day. Every day for at least a couple years.
Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence Chris Mellon says sensor technology has improved dramatically over the years, but pilots have reported seeing some of the same things for decades.
I mean, are you telling me that that's the only investigation that you do? You just say that and you take 2 minutes, you actually 10 seconds. You say, look, I can move it on the screen like this, and with my software, so it's fake. And that goes on National Geographic. I mean, talk about a narrative of crap. Anyway, so hopefully one day, they might even use this type of software with machine learning instead of human hands that can just, be, I don't know, pushed to say in 10 seconds, oh, it's fake, look, you can move it on the screen.
Are there any similarities?
Go and see, oh yeah, exactly. We're gonna go see a carrier UFO. That's the one I saw. The carrier UFO.
Spy satellites, stealth fighters, the atomic bomb. These were all once top secret weapons programs.
Personally, I think
makes you wonder what other secret technology is the U.S. military working on now? And could they be working with allies from another planet? According to one foreign government, this video proves it.
Right there.
September 2000. And forensic video analyst Mick West notices two things right away. First, look at those shadows.
The sun's rays are all parallel.
Shadow deflection.
They're all the same angle, like that helicopter angle. But if we go to here,
that has
it actually needs to rotate to there.
It's fake.
So they've put the shadow.
Everything that has a shadow deflection, and he shows this, but look at this here. Okay, it's right there, and it's right there. I don't know, it's like, it's not enough. For me, it's not enough of an investigation. And your investigation took from here to to what? You said that you could move it. Where did you move it? You moved it somewhere else in the video. Investigation took from there to there approximately. Okay, 45 seconds to dismiss a UFO. Okay. So let's dismiss
Science writer and
everything in
forensic
45
video
seconds.
analyst Mick
Let's
West
dismiss
notices two
psychological
things right away.
harassment.
First,
Let's
look at
dismiss
those shadows.
theft.
The sun's rays are all
Let's
parallel.
dismiss
They're all the same
dismiss
angle, like that
murders.
helicopter
Let's
angle. But if
dismiss
we go to here,
rapes. Let's
it actually
dismiss
needs to rotate
everything in 45
there.
seconds.
So they've
You know,
put the
especially
shadow
since they're
at
so
the wrong angle.
important
These
things.
all have an angle like this.
Just like the
and these
UFOs,
have an angle
they're really not important.
like that.
I mean, come on. You know,
Then he
UFOs coming
stabilized
on
the
planet
footage,
Earth,
keeping the deck
destroying
fixed.
and killing everybody.
We can
You're gonna
see
carry your
the
ship
object
so that everybody,
kind of jiggles around.
as a citizen,
Everything else is staying nice and
is
solid.
taken
But
for
this
a
is doing a little
stupid
dance on the deck, which is because they
motherfucking
haven't
moron
properly
with an aluminum
registered the
hat
motion tracking with the
every
deck
day.
at a subpixel
You know,
level.
Oh, and just one more thing.
It looks not just remarkably,
as a
but
fucking retard.
identically like
Sure,
a
take
toy
your
model
45
kit
seconds
of what is
and
called the
compare it with the
TR-3B.
child
This particular aircraft is identical to the model.
Fucking ridiculous.
Wrong angle.
I'm gonna do the same. If one day I build UFOs, I'm gonna do the same to you guys. No, it doesn't exist. Look, I can move it on the screen with Photoshop. We're not even using machine learning. We're in the era of machine learning. This got out on September 25th, 2021. Got out almost, you know, at the end of the year that just went by. September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 months. Only 6 months. Machine learning has been there for ages. It's been there since the 60s. Yeah. Maybe not for image recognition, but actually kinda with the MIT robots in the 60s with visual recognition. I think that there was. And you take a Photoshop, you take a human behind a computer and you say, no, that's fake. Look, it's fake. It's fake. Believe it. It's fake. You know? So, whatever. So sorry for that intermission of UFO hunting. If you didn't like the video, you can just dislike it or even unsubscribe. At this point I just have 11 subscribers, so I don't really care. But except for that, I always love to watch history videos. I don't care who's in the videos. I don't care. You can dismiss things, you can, you know, agree with things, you can, you know, reject theories and all that stuff. It's a great channel anyway. So, but everybody's got the right for their opinion, and 45 seconds for me. You know, if I was an investigator of UFOs, you know, I would use more than just those lines. And the other thing that you did in the video is to take the object and delete it from the scene, and you know, put a little bit of painting here and there to show that, you know, it's, look, I can remove it, I can add it, but for me it's not enough. It's not enough. In this era of machine learning, of artificial intelligence, it's not enough to have a human without machine learning say, hey, look, it's fake. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, so it might have appeared that I was angry in this video, but really I was not. I was not angry. It was actually, I was glad to give my opinion on the matter. So thanks for watching, and have a good night. Oh, don't forget, you know, if you're a UFO hunter, you might find my project interesting. If you've got the skills in machine learning for image recognition and all that stuff, you know, in order to sort out, you know, the real from the fake, you know, the whatever,